I'm going to be brutally honest here. If you're an agency owner trapped working over 60 hours plus a week, while everyone else scales to 100K plus per month on autopilot, you're the sucker. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to expose why you're still stuck on the agency hamster wheel while all of your competitors are able to effortlessly scale to 100K per month on autopilot. I'm going to show you the exact system that they use to do so. My name is Zach Rideau, co-founder of Smooth Operator Solutions, and unlike all these other gurus that are trying to sell you rehearsed theory, I've personally installed profit-generating architectures in over 100 different verticals and sectors, and I've used that to generate over $10 million online over the past 6 years. I'm not here to just talk about agency freedom. I'm here to engineer it, install it, and guarantee it. One of our clients went from working 70 plus hours a week to taking a full 3-week European vacation without checking Slack once. And another one of our clients was able to scale from 0 to 93K in the first 30 days working with us after we replaced his chaotic operations with systematic machines. And if these results sound impossible based on your current situation, that's exactly why you need to watch this video. Let's be completely honest about where you're at right now. You're probably making decent money, anywhere from 10 to 100K a month, but you're trapped in the prison of your own creation. Your calendar is just a war zone of client emergencies. Your nights and weekends aren't yours anymore. Your team can't function without constant input, and anytime you step away, things instantly fall apart. Every attempt at delegation has failed, every system you've cobbled together has broken, and despite working harder than ever, your margins are shrinking. Look, I'm not trying to be harsh, but you don't have a business. You have a glorified job with multiple bosses who think they own you. The worst part is deep down, you know it too. You feel it every Sunday when that knot starts forming in your stomach from the work week ahead. You see it all the time. You have to cancel your plans for a client emergency. You live it every day as you see every other agency owner talk about the freedom lifestyle online, but you're trapped inside of your Slack notifications. And if it's all right with you, I'm going to tell you something that might make you angry. This isn't just happening to you, it's happening by you. Listen, when we get into the online space, we're sold this dream that hustling harder means more money, but it's not the truth. Yes, his approach might have got you to 10K a month, but what got you here won't get you there, and I need to act as a big brother here. This is financial suicide. All these gurus and experts just tell you to create more SOPs, hire more VAs, get a better project management tool. They're basically just selling band-aids for a gunshot wound. And here's the cold, hard truth that no one else will tell you. What got you here will never, I mean ever, get you there. Every day that you try to spend optimizing a broken model is a day that you fall further and further and further behind. Listen, I know it's hard to hear, but you need to understand something critical. Every single agency that's broken through to 100K months has one thing in common, and it's not what you think. See, there's two types of agencies. Type 1 is the operator, and these are the ones that are constantly working inside of the business instead of on the business. They're drowning in client work, team issues, and they're basically just glorified firefighters, making good money, but absolutely no time to enjoy it. One client loss away from disaster. Type 2 is the CEO, and these are the ones that are working on the business, scaling it up, building a vision, and building a dream. Building actual wealth, not just income. Right now, if you haven't crossed through that 100K per month barrier, you're type 1, and it's costing you everything. So what separates the 1% from the bottom 99? The agencies destroying their competition aren't doing it with marketing tactics or service delivery. They're doing it with superior operating systems. While you're still personally in the trenches, on every sales call, making every client decision, fixing every team issue, these agency owners have installed a machine that generates qualified leads on autopilot without content creation, converts prospects at 2 to 3 times the conversion rate that you do, delivers exceptional client results without the founder's headache, protects the profit at all costs no matter the market conditions, and most importantly, builds real equity that can be sold at a crazy multiple. And the gap between these two types of agencies is probably not what you think. It's freedom. And that gap is widening every single day. I've spent the past 6 years reverse engineering and distilling down the difference between these two types of agencies and what separates them. And I've distilled it down into a proven, repeatable system that works time and time again. And I've installed that system into over 100 different verticals, and I can assure you that it works. We call it the Smooth Operator System, and unlike all the gurus will tell you, it's not about doing the work or grinding more or hustling harder. The only way to escape the inefficiency of the business rat race is to completely rewire the operating system of your business. Look, I'm not going to give you my entire playbook right here because that would honestly be a disservice to both of us. What I will tell you though is we've spent years building, testing, and iterating on these principles. We call it the Smooth Operator System, and it's not like anything else that's available to agency owners nowadays. What I can tell you is it addresses 5 core pillars of your business. Pillar 1 is going to be your positioning and authority towards the market. Pillar 2 is your client acquisition and sales processes. Pillar 3 is the foundation and architecture of your offer. And no, it's not some bullshit copy pasted from Alex Hormozi's book. The 4th pillar is conversion mechanisms, and the 5th pillar is your operational backbone. And these are the 5 pillars that support the foundation of our entire architecture. I'll give you a quick taste of what we typically see happening when we implement these systems. One client was able to increase his close rate from 26% to 55% in just 30 days. His ACV, or average client value, increased by 41%, and most importantly, he was able to stop taking sales calls. Another agency owner went from working 65 plus hours a week to under 20. Client satisfaction scores actually improved because before he was just splitting his attention amongst a bunch of different clients versus just bringing in a CSM to be able to manage those clients effectively. And for the first time in 3 years, he actually took a vacation without any client emergencies. A third was able to raise their prices by 35% and simultaneously drop their cost to deliver by 62%. The most important part of that for him was doubling his profit margins from 22% to 44% virtually overnight. I could go on for hundreds of examples, but here's exactly what they all have in common. These agency owners aren't working harder to make more money. They're not smarter than you. They simply just have better systems than you. But I want to be crystal clear about something. I can't just tell you how all of this works because your business is special. I can give you some advice on here, but not all of it's going to be accurate. So that's what our strategy call is for. On our strategy call, we'll be able to dive a lot deeper on your specific situation. We'll analyze exactly where your agency is leaking time, money, and expertise. And we're going to identify the critical bottlenecks that are keeping you from being able to scale at a very, very fast and aggressive rate. Because typically in any business, there's a few bottlenecks that make it impossible to scale. And that's what you need to identify before you can actually fix the problem. And to be clear, this isn't some just like generic discovery call or anything like that. This is a strategy call. We're going to sit there and give you a strategy. I don't believe in the whole thing about just giving someone a script, let them read off and do discovery. That's not how business works. You need to actually have a fundamental framework for them, yes, but I don't believe in the whole thing of give someone a sales call and let them yap. I don't do that. I believe in giving people value and letting them decide if you're valuable enough to buy or not. And so that's what we've been able to do very, very effectively with our business. And that's what we're going to do for this call. It's not some discovery call where it's just like a sales call like every robotic closer is. We're going to get on there. We're going to give you sauce and we're going to give you specific value specific to your situation. It's the same working session that's helped hundreds of agencies be able to scale and gain clarity on what their next step should be. And hey, if it is a good fit, we can show you what it looks like to work together and how it would look for us to personally implement those systems for you. But that's not the purpose of the call. The purpose of the call is to provide you with the strategy so that we can see how we can help you and even if we can help you, because a lot of people cannot be helped. They don't have the right mental frames. They don't have the right personality for it. And they're just not someone that would be a good fit for us. Quite frankly, you're a pain in the ass. And a lot of people just want information. I'm not here to just give you information. I'm here to give you implementation. You got to understand, we don't make our money from just talking to you or selling you a course. We make our money from actually implementing these systems done for you into your business so that you're able to scale. But that conversation only happens after we figured out that you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you. Quite frankly, for most people, that will not be the case. For now, I'm going to offer you a free strategy call with either me or my business partner where we can go over all that stuff and show you what you need to do to be able to scale up and the things that are holding you hostage to your business. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go click that blue button that says book a call down below. During that call, we'll be able to analyze your current systems and where you're leaving money on the table and where we have potential for growth. We'll map out a custom implementation plan for you and give you some custom action items so you know exactly what steps to take to be able to scale aggressively as possible. We'll also determine if it's a good fit to work together. And like I said, quite frankly, most people are not a good fit to work with us. We don't tolerate everyone. And we actually score people based on a PIA score or a pain in the ass score. We say how much of a pain in the ass would this person be to work with. And if your PIA score is too high, we won't work with you. We'll fire you as a client. Let me be completely transparent with you. As after this call, if we determine that it may be a good fit and we want to invite you to become one of our clients, we will do so. And if we don't think that we can help you, we'll tell you that as well. But here's what I can promise. Whether you become a client or not, you'll walk away with more clarity on your business than you have ever had before. The agencies that book these calls typically fall into like two main categories. The one is the people who implement the systems that we give them and completely transform their business. And two are the people who go back to the hamster wheel of business. Which one will you be? Click the button below, book in your call. What's the worst that could happen? You sit there and talk to someone who's scaled over 100 different companies. And the best that can happen is now you have an agency 6 months down the line that completely runs without about you and generates 100 plus K a month. I've booked plenty of these calls in the past, so I already know the limiting beliefs that are going through your head right now. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I don't have time for a free strategy call. Well, just as the great billionaire Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's exactly why you need this call. You're spending all of your time working on your business and none of your time learning new skills that will help you escape the hamster wheel of your business. Every day you delay is another day trapped inside of that hamster wheel. Well, I've tried other coaches before and I didn't get any results. Same here. I am right there with you. I hate coaching and I hate the term. I'm not a coach. I implement. I don't provide information. I don't tell you what to do, although I do a little bit. I'm not just going to sit there and tell you what to do. I'm going to give you the systems that we use and implement them done for you. It's not something where I'm just going to tell you, here's how we did it. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint that we used and then personally implement it into your business. Oh, I could probably just do this myself. Well, then why haven't you? Let's be honest, you won't. And if you really want to scale up, that's not how you should be thinking. You should be thinking, how can I pay for time? How can I buy back my time and pay someone else who already has gone through the countless hours and literally 6 years of learning what works and what doesn't so that I can save 6 years of my life? How valuable is a year of your life? Just think about it. Now, if you could save 6 of them and get rich faster, how would that make you feel? Every day that you continue to operate without proper systems is a day that you waste of your life. More time wasted, more life sacrificed in a business model that probably won't work for you if you don't know the right systems. So like I said, the next step is yours. Just click the button right below, schedule in your free strategy call, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Your future self is begging you to make the right decision.